3 steps to hire the best tradespeople. Now, we all know if you're in this industry, finding good labour is very difficult. And these 3 steps are going to make your life so much easier to find the best ones and get them to actually want to work for you over your competitors. So, the 3 steps. Number 1, position yourself. Number 2, the process that you put people through. Number 3 is actually patience as well, and waiting and getting the right guys. So let's look at it in logical order. Nice and logical. I like to do things nice and simple. Positioning yourself. And what I mean by that? Well, what I mean is, why? Why would someone actually want to come and work for you? What's in it for them? You've got to think from their point of view, not your point of view. You might think you're the best, you might think you're a great employer, but if people don't think that themselves, they're not going to want to work for you. So people have got to be motivated to want to work for you. And the only way you're going to do that is positioning yourself in the right way by looking like the best company to possibly work for, the best option. You know, it's a bit like going to a bar and looking at a load of women. You know, if there's 10 women there and 8 of them are, you know, just not nice whatsoever, but 2 of them are outstanding, they're positioned, you want to go for that one. No different in business. It's exactly the same stuff. You know, if you've got 10 companies that do what you do, and the other 8 look better than you, they look nicer on the outside, they're bigger, they're nicer, they're cleaner, they're better, their social media is amazing, their website looks amazing, their reviews look really good from clients. If you're not positioned for that, they're going to choose the other company. So like, why you? And the thing to ask yourself is, would you work for you? If you were looking from the outside in and removing yourself from your own company and actually looking from the outside out, would you want to work with you? Does it look boring? Does it look exciting? Does it look nice? Does it look like the company's going somewhere? People want to work in a company that is going somewhere. So this is why you've got to build a company that's growing and moving forward, because you're going to attract good top talent if you do that. If you're not doing that and you look rough, you're rough around the edges, you know, you don't look like you're going anywhere, who's going to want to work for that? So that's the most important thing, is positioning yourself. And this is what people don't see from marketing, is that everyone assumes and just thinks, well, marketing is literally just to get clients. But it's not. It's to get labour as well. It's to get employees. It's to get any staff in the office as well. The better your marketing is, you're looking good to your employees as well. And that's what you want to look at. And this is the mindset you want to have as a business owner in this industry, is that you are a marketing machine. You are a client getting machine, but you're also a labour getting machine and an employee getting machine, because you need both. You need to win the work first, but then you need to get the people to deliver that work. And as you scale, that's only going to become more and more of a problem. You get more labour, then you need more work. You get more work, then you need more labour, and so on. And that cycle just goes on. So positioning yourself and your marketing efforts are actually playing a part into recruitment as well. And that's what you don't see, because you don't see the value of that, of doing that. When you market to get clients, you see, right, we've had this many leads in, we've won this many jobs, we've made this much profit. You don't see that with people watching you that could potentially work for you over the months, years of time, of people that you could be warming up to work for you. So your marketing efforts pays you twofold. That's the most important thing to get from this. So you want your website to look the best. Has to look the best. Look around in your area, compare to other people. If yours isn't the best, you're not the best. To an outsider who doesn't know you and just come across you and Googled you, if you imagine someone's just seen a job advert, they check you out and your website looks rubbish, doesn't look great, does it? It's not a great. Everyone checks everyone out on Google these days. Everyone does that. It's a natural thing. Same with social media. Your prospective people are going to check you out. And you also want to be known as the best because you deliver the best. So a big chunk of getting good labour in a business is from referrals from other labour you've already got. If you've already got a chippy, a sparky, they know a plumber, they know a roofer, you know, and the world is connected. It's quite a small world. And equally, if you get really good reviews from customers, that can only put you in a strong standing point of, well, we do a good job for the customers, they can see that as well. And good people will want to work for good bosses. And these are the people you want, you know. Rubbish tradesmen won't give a shit about this, but they're not the ones you want. You want the best tradesmen possible. And this is what I'm trying to get you to think like, is, well, how do we attract the best talent? You need to position yourself as the best talent as well, and use your marketing system and tools. I've done loads of videos on marketing for this industry to actually help you attract labour as well. Position yourself so that if someone sees a job advert, They check you out and they go, wow, these guys look the daddies. You know, it's a bit like if you're going to work in a restaurant. If you go to the restaurant and the website's got poor hygiene ratings, you're not going to work for that restaurant. It's going to look shit. Whereas if it's a really high-end restaurant and it's like the nuts and everyone wants to go there, all the celebrities go there, you're going to attract much better talent. And that's the mindset you want to think of that as well. Then it's the process that you put people through. And that starts with clarity. You being very clear on what you want. You being very clear on the type of person that you want, and you don't deviate from that. You don't settle for anything less than that. So the qualities that you want in a person, you know, obviously you're looking at getting tradespeople in the business. They've got to be skilled in whatever trade it is you're looking to employ. But what qualities do you want in that person? And I would imagine, if you're like me, you want loyalty. You want someone who's loyal to you and is not going to mess around. You want someone who's going to be on time, good at communicating, and a team player. You might have some other values you want to add in, but I'm giving you an example, right? This is what I want from this person. And you actually want someone that you like. It's going to be very difficult to work with someone if you just don't like them. They might be as skilled as you like, but if they're a complete ball ache to work with and it just drains you speaking with them, you've got to be very clear on this, because taking on the wrong people causes you a lot more problems later on, longer term, and taking more time in this part of it of going, right, this is what we want. So get very clear on what you want. Then when you get to that point, you then put your advert out, and you need to make it clear what that advert is and what that person's getting. And it'd be, again, it's going back to clarity. Go, right, this is what we're looking for. We're looking for someone to work in these areas, these times. This is a bit about the company. A really nice, solid, clear advert. If you're doing a one-line advert, like looking for chippies in Brighton, what does that do? You've got to think your advert is selling you and the company, and it's selling that person to come and work for you. You've got to think, it's a big decision for someone to move companies. Good people are in good jobs. That's the facts of it. Good people are not sat there waiting for an advert to go up on a job board and then go, oh great, there's some work there. Good people, good trades, they're busy, you know, because they're good. So they're in demand. So to attract them, you've got to make a really good, strong, compelling advert that is part of that process. And once you've done that and then you get leads in, what I would do is have a qualifying stage. So if you put your job advert up, you've got 10 people inquire, I would do a quick 10-minute phone call just to have a quick, you know, couple of questions, like a bit about them, get a feel for someone. Because the worst thing you want to do is go and meet someone for an hour for an interview, and 2 minutes in you realise they're a complete bellend, you don't want to work for them, and it's just a waste of your time. You're going to waste a lot of time doing that. You need to qualify. Same as clients, you've got to qualify all the time. Spend 10 minutes on that and you'll save yourself a lot more time. If you phone those 10 people and then, do you know what, you go 5 of them just don't feel like the right fit. 2 don't really have the skill sets or not really local, because, you know, this is what happens. People apply for jobs and they're not actually in the right place. They lie. People lie all the time. But you find 3 people that are good. You then do an interview with them. Go and have a coffee with them. Informal but productive in the sense of, like, checking them out, checking out their credentials, asking them some decent questions, and having that process. And then after that, you want to get a referral as well. So if you've done 3 interviews and you go, do you know what, I like guys 1 and 2, you need to speak to past employers, get their feedback. No one does this. Everyone forgets this because you just meet them for a coffee and go, yeah, I think they're all right. It's not good enough, because they're only selling themselves. In that interview stage, they're on their best behaviour, aren't they? It's a bit like going on a first date, you're on your best behaviour. But people that have employed them in the past will know all their good points, all their bad points. And if that person at that point goes, do you know what, they're excellent, I'm gutted he left, but we ran out of work, or for whatever reason, or the company went bankrupt maybe, or something happened, then that's music to your ears. But if you speak to that person and go, yeah, he's all right, you're going to get a lot of vibe from that person. So you need to speak to that previous employer or someone who can give a referral, and that's going to set you up for success. But these are the main clean things that you can do as part of your process. But the next stage is patience, because you are always better off to hire slow and fire fast. Most people hire fast and then fire slow. You keep dead weight, you keep the wrong people in the business, but you need to flip it and do it the other way. Hire slow, get the right people in, because you get the wrong people in, it will cost you a lot more problems on site. Things will take longer, things will cost you more money. You'll create more problems for the team and your company and for your customers because things won't be delivered correctly. It's going to make you a bigger ball ache longer on, you know, and people just tend to just go and get someone and go, well, I need someone now, so just go and get anyone I can. That's the wrong mentality to have because it will cost you more down the line. You want to hire slow. If you know they're not the right person, don't even bother. Stay patient and stick to your guns and advertise more and follow the process. Yes, it's a pain. Yes, it's a nightmare when you've got work, you need to get it done and you need things just sorted. But at the moment you get the bad person, it just all falls down from there. Whereas if you just wait that little bit longer and you stay patient, follow the process and only take on people that you've vetted and qualified, you're going to be in a much better place. And look, the thing I will say is, look, sometimes you'll get to this stage and you think it's great, you think they're the perfect person. I've had this happen. You think they're the perfect candidate, everything stacks up, but they actually start the job and they're just not good enough. And I've had people that have done 1 or 2 days and just can't hack it, don't like it, they just don't gel, they're not the right person and left, and that's just been a complete nightmare. And you've had people that just come in and they're just not as skilled as they said they were, and they lied a bit, and it happens, and it's the tough part of trying labour out. But if you know that they've started and you can't work with that person, you can't solve things by training them and developing that person, you need to get them out and just go back to the drawing board. And this is just what it is, this realities of hiring good trades, and it's just tough. But you only need a good handful of decent solid people, and what I found is the best people, the best tradespeople, if you look after them and you're professional and you really care about your team, they will stay with you for a long time. They'll only leave for a reason that you're not looking after them. So you've got to really look after your team, and that's the 3 biggest steps. So if you like this video, you like my content, if you click the link below, there is a link there to get 30 days of free business mentorship, straight to the point, no bullshit, free advice. Check it out, and I'll see you in the next video. Bosh.